So fam, it's your brother OB, and in this video I'm going to share with you some ideas on how to structure your day to maximize productivity, performance and output. I get tons of questions from our beloved Soul fam, and they're always asking, how do I structure my day? How do I structure my day? So here are 5 tips that will help you structure your day to be more productive and more successful. Okay, so number 1, plan your day. Every minute spent in planning saves 10 minutes in execution and getting the job done. So the most important thing you can do is to plan your day, preferably at night before you go to bed. Look, sit down with a piece of paper and write down everything that you have to do the next day, for the following morning or the following day. It should be it should be the last thing that you do at the end of every single day. Now, so if for any reason you don't manage to do it the night before, then you should do it first thing in the morning, right after your morning energy hygiene routine. Okay, so if you don't have a morning energy hygiene routine, I'm going to be recording some videos that will give you an insight and also give you some ideas on how to develop and build a morning energy hygiene routine. Super, super, super important. So before you check your emails, before you jump on the phone, before you get on social media and start scrolling through Facebook, before you read your newspapers or whatever it is you do in the morning, make a list of everything that you have to do that day, okay? Number 2, once you have a list, you have a track to run on. Writing down your list clarifies your thinking. Writing down the list forces you to think on a higher level, right? If you are working from a list, you increase your productivity output, right, by up to 20% just on the first day. It's huge. All successful people work from a list, okay? With regards to their projects, they work from checklists. A checklist is simply a list of everything organized in a sequence, and you basically just go through that checklist and just go through step by step in the sequence. Number 3, set priorities on your list before you begin, okay? Don't rush into it. Look over the list and apply the 80-20 rule. If you have 10 items to do on your list, right? 2 of those items will be more valuable than the other 8 put together. Sometimes it's actually the 90-10 rule. A lot of times it's the 90-10 rule for me. And that is basically, if you have 10 items on your list, one of those items will be more important than the other 9 put together. Okay, number 4, let's talk about the 90-10 rule. So go down your list and ask yourself this question. If I could only do one thing on that list, right? One task on that list, what would that task be? Which one task would I be sure to complete now in my life if there's only one I could do on that list? Once you have identified that task, the next thing to do is to begin immediately on that task, on that most important task, and stay with it until it's complete. All of success in life comes from project completion, guys. Yeah, it is super easy to start a project, but how many people actually complete what they start? That is the key of Project Soul Fam. It's called a multitask job. All it means is that there are several little jobs within a larger job, and all you need to do is organize your projects in a sequence, the checklist, and then you start on your most important project or task, and then you stay with it until it's complete. You always start with the most important task. Never start with the least important task, only the most important task. And if that's the only task you get done, you will still be making massive, massive, massive progress. So fam, this process that I've just described is called single handling. It is the most powerful success strategy you can use in managing your time, okay? This is exactly what I use to manage my time, and this is why I'm able to do so many things at once and actually, achieve a high level of productivity. Okay, number 5. You can actually increase your productivity by 50% by simply starting and completing your most important task first, every single day. So if you can do these things that I've just sort of mentioned, start with a list, organize that list by priority, and then start and complete the most important tasks. you can double and triple your productivity, you know, sometimes overnight, literally overnight, soul fam. Okay, guys, so that's it. A few tips that I use every day that has sort of set me apart from a whole load of people. Quick question, what is the difference? What is the difference between an ordinary person and an extraordinary person? The only difference is the extra, okay? Bear that in mind, soul fam. I love you guys. Until next time.